Hey, how's it going, everybody? Phlinger here, and buckle up for today's news. Oh my gosh, a big patch just hit last night. And it's a pretty big one. It's a lot of different changes that a lot of people have been asking for, and a lot of different things that people really didn't even know about. But hey, you know what? It's here, and honestly, it seems actually really, really cool. Now, to start everything off with, what's going on? Well, first off, our wildcard is asking for the next survival ascended community creature submissions. So over on their website, go take a look. I'll post a link down to the creature submission guidelines and the forum, so where you guys have a direct link to it if you want to partake in that. Honestly, it looks pretty dang cool. So, go take a look at that. It seems pretty dang interesting. So yeah. Honestly, and they're going to be posting everything for when it comes out on the 20, or when it's done on the 28th. So it's going to start on the 21st of February, and then it's going to end on the 28th. So be prepared for it if you want to take part in that. Seems really, really wicked cool. So, all right, let's move on a little bit. So now they've got some live ops updates. So now they're going to be opening up server transfers on the public servers on February 7th. So where Extinction is becoming part of the public server cluster. That's actually really cool. All right, so there is some Club Ark updates and major patch notes. Major, like big. Yeah, they're saying here, big, wow, much notes. Yeah, they're big. They're extensive, which is really, really cool. Something that Ark Ascended has desperately been needing for a little bit. All right, and we'll get more into that here in just a bit. All right, so they now have a new part of Club Ark, which is the Wasteland War, that is currently live over there. So yeah, you can do the mission Mad Mark. It's not Mad Max, it's Mad Mark. So I kind of like that little spit on it. It's pretty good. All right, so they also added Scrap Golem Rock Elemental variant as a rare reward for completing Mad Mark on Alpha difficulty. So yeah, Scrap Golem actually seems really wicked cool. It's just a skin of a Rock Elemental, but you know what? That sounds like a skin I may like. Yeah, they don't show it here, but I'd really like to take a look at that. Honestly, sounds pretty cool. All right, so there's a bunch of gameplay changes. All right, so the Enraged Rex and Enraged Trike now award 3 times XP. There's also the Enraged Rex and Enraged Trike now give Alpha XP to allow chibi leveling, which is wicked cool. Those Enraged Trikes are they're pretty cool. All right. I just wish they were tameable at this point. But you know what? They're considered alphas now. So, yeah, it is what it is. All right, now there's a bunch of stuff when it comes around to Survivor Mate here. They've got a bunch here. Also, they've got a bunch more down below. And apparently there's a lot of different fixes and stuff that they did with Survivor Mate, which is desperately needed. I've done videos where, honestly, I was just cracking myself up because the guy just looked like he was stuck running in a figure 8. And apparently they fixed that. So... yeah. Oh, man, that's really dang cool. But yeah, Survivor Mate should be able to collect more stuff. He should be able to sort things a lot better, and he should be able to not get stuck on as much of the mesh as he was doing before, which is very cool because, come on, it's Alatudic, come on, it's great. All right, so also, now the meat carrier trait also includes spoiled meat. Most shops can now gather sap from sap trees on Scorched Earth, which is a new functionality that, honestly, that is wicked cool. And then tamed basilisks are now immune to the radiation on aberration. Cool. I'm not sure just how viable it is to take one down to get rock drakes, but then again, I don't think rock drakes is what they had in mind with this. I think they just wanted it to be a little bit more viable for going into other parts of the red zone, which does make sense, which is kind of cool. All right. Allowed Pegomastax deployment on aberration for Gotcha Crystal. Okay, all right. So Pegomastax can now be removed from cryopods on aberration, which is kind of cool. First time I read this, I was like, wait, they just added Pegos to aberration? No! But no, they just allow you to deploy them onto aberration, which is a lot better, all right? And then they experience removed from creatures when respeccing, then via the makeshift mech lab, reduced to 10% of current XP. I'm gonna have to read that one like 15 times just so where I can understand exactly what all that one means. So yeah. All right. Moving on though, orbital supply drops and element bays will now highlight the last 5 remaining dinos of the wave. You hear that, everybody? When you're doing a orbital supply drop or an element vein, now the last 5 dinos of each wave will be highlighted wonderfully, so you know exactly where that little sucker is. Thank you. All right, cooldown for cryopotting and damaged creatures has been reduced to 30 seconds, down from 60. That one's pretty cool. The fact that it's in the game still, you know, I mean, it does make sense, but yeah. All right, reduce the damage transfer from structures placed on platform saddles, saddle dino from 100% to 10%. So, yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, so Justin Tuso's melee attack to hit closer to its head to prevent it from getting stuck on small creatures that it cannot hit. This one right here depends on how they did it, but they may make taming a Tuso a little bit more difficult. But then again, yeah, you know, it is what it is. I'd have to see it in action just to do it. I mean, it's been a minute since I tamed a Tuso, but yeah. All right. The Titanoboa no longer gains points in oxygen, so now it is amphibious now, which kind of cool. All right, the Tech Giga can now be cloned. Kind of cool. All right, you know, and I'm not gonna read all these ones. I'm just gonna kind of hit up the the more better, gooder ones. So where, you know, I'm not reading out all of these because we're gonna be here for a minute. All right, now this is more of the ones. All right, a lot of this is preventing the gene scanner from tracking track creatures and also reservoirs from being placed on platform saddles. So the reservoirs on platform saddles, that one kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I enjoyed being able to take stuff everywhere. But this one right here, you guys may want to check your settings when you pop in, because the DLS defaulted to enabled for compatible cards, which is good and bad. I mean, yeah, your game will look better, but also if you start experiencing any dips and stuff like that, you may want to check your DLSS. Just, I mean, what I would encourage people, if you have a DLSS enabled card, is because now it's going to be enabled by default. So you want to go through, if you start experiencing any issues, like graphical issues, and you start seeing the game slow down a little bit, just go turn that off. See exactly how it runs with it, how it runs without it. I would encourage you to do this even before this, but yeah, just go through, verify, you know, how well your system runs with each of the individual ones of those settings turned on and turned off, and do them one at a time. I'm normally, whenever there's patches like this, I'll go through and I'll spend probably about half an hour to an hour just fidgeting with the graphic settings, just to make sure my game is running just the perfect way I want it. So, yeah. All right. Now, there's a bunch of gameplay fixes coming in. Yeah. So, fix the server restart issue, where creatures in the middle of taming would lose their taming effectiveness and become untamable. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. This was one of the big problems that, you know, being a server owner, you actually encounter. So, yeah, you just hope that stuff like this doesn't happen whenever you have to do a restart of a server, which is kind of cool. I like the fact that they added that. All right, so yeah, here's a bunch more of the Survivor Mate stuff. So right here, they can access sealed barrels. They can bypass. They fixed it so where that he was bypassing certain container restrictions. So if you have those restrictions put into place, then he should actually pay more attention to them. Oh, there's even more down here. Right there. There's a whole ton of them. All right, and then yeah, getting stuck navigating on certain circumstances, certain structures. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm hoping. I'm hopeful. All right. Yeah. So. Fix tech binoculars, not updating vapor progress. That's a couple of the minor ones. Here's the big one. All right. Fix biogrinder inability to grind tall creatures like Giga and Karches. Well, yeah. Everybody get to grinding. All right. You know you want to. All right. Just don't pretend that you don't, because come on, grinding up things is fun. Kind of, in a twisted sort of way. In a mad scientist sort of way. Maybe Frankenstein's, yeah. Oh, man. All right. So, yeah, fix an issue that caused crafting unstable element shards via the makeshift Mega Lab, resulting in a loss of materials. Now, this right here, this is pretty good. Yeah. Make sure that, now they've actually fixed it so you can do that like that. Okay, improve the visuals of the Homo Deus skin. That's pretty cool. Fixed Homo Deus skin jittering when moving the camera. Yeah, that could get very, yeah, weirdly. Yeah, that should just get weird. All right, yeah, here, fix an issue that would cause certain structures to float across the battle garage. Fix level discrepancy with dropped mech blueprints. Thank you. All right, yeah. Now here, let's see. Yeah, reduce the Dinosuchus's gravity to match that of the Sarco. Yeah, so, yeah, Dinosuchus just got a little bit better. I think, maybe. I'll have to try it out, but I think it may have just gotten a little bit better. That's kind of cool. All right. Yeah, also the fixed camera issue when jumping on Thylacoleo, that's kind of cool. A lot of these are a lot of different small minor ones, but the minor ones, they add up to big ones. And also there are some big ones in here, which is wicked, wicked cool. All right, fixed Managarm jumping forward immediately after being uncryopoded. Oh man, the amount of frustration I've encountered with things like this. Oh man. Hopefully that also carries over to when a baby is born. Because we've all experienced it. You breed a Managarm, and the next thing you know, you're like, where did that baby go? Well, did you remember to put up the wall? No. Okay. All right. Fix multiple cases of Unforced or accidentally teleporting under the map. Thank you again. Yeah, that leads to some very unfortunate circumstances. Fix Ice Titan breath killing mounted players. Yeah. Okay. Speculative fix for Dreadnought's legs sometimes appearing messed up. Yeah, well, yeah, you know, hey, that's cool. All right, fixed. Let's see. Going down through. Fixed Armored Doggo's eyes turning black during sniffing animation. That's minor. Okay, here's another one. Fixed Armored Doggo scaring off tamed creatures with who's there. Yeah. Yeah, adjusted Armored Doggo's taming affinity to improve taming effectiveness. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that one right there is super, super massive. All right, fixed Battle Rig getting stuck in rubber banding state after hitting an object. I'm going to have to see that one to believe it because, yeah, I mean, when they talk about hitting an object, I've had times where the Battle Rig, it's not even real. I mean, it is an object, but it's a change in elevation. And then next thing you know, you just rubber band. And it was just not good. It made me and, the Foo Fighters just kind of avoid Battle Rigs, which is unfortunate because they're there and they look really fun. We just haven't been able to give them a thorough test. Adjusted Battle Rigs damage visual effects to improve FPS. Thank you. Fixed Battle Rigs disappearing in stasis. Once again, thank you. Falling through the mesh went upside down and no driver. Yeah, we've encountered most of these Battle Rig ones. We've encountered. We were trying a while back. We tried to do a stream with just the Battle Rigs, and we had to bypass all the Battle Rig stuff. It was really unfortunate because we had some really high hopes for that, and it was going to be a lot of fun. All right, remove Battle Rigs, Battle Rig Garage duplication. Duplicate options for open car inventory and try rank options. Okay, that's a good one. Fix no abilities to move while driving on ice with Battle Rig. Fix some text overlapping in Battle Rig Garage UI. Adjusted gamepad controls on Battle Rig when a weapon is equipped. Fix newly built Battle Rig spawning with Ramshackle and Apprentice parts. Fix Battle Rig sometimes rubber banding after hitting some collisions such as foliage and rocks. We've already covered that one. That one's in here twice. Fix Battle Rig colliding and flipping too easily when running over trees and rocks. Yep, that's happened. All right, fix the case where a mech would spawn in the mesh when crafted from a tech replicator. Fix the inability to hide the Battle Rig Garage roof after removing structures that were blocking it. Adjusted the player's seating position when accessing the Battle Rig's garage with the roof hidden so there are no longer floating. Fix broken Wonderland icons. Fix the case where Titan saddle would be missing collision. Fix a bunch of this stuff. Okay, fix the Forest Titan AI to prevent it from attempting to navigate outside of its arena. Okay, yeah. I haven't encountered that one, but that one would be pretty dang interesting. If you got a story about that, let me know down below in the comments. It sounds kind of funny. All right, fix the case where the Tribe Tower was applying buffs to characters that were not in the tribe. They're just friends with benefits, right? Fix cases where creatures would deal more damage with no rider. Okay. Fix several typos. Fix several exploits. Fix an issue with explosive spear, which would sometimes prevent it from being thrown. Okay. All right, now there's just a whole bunch of environment fixes and stuff like that. Meteors not damaging tamed creatures on extinction. Yeah, so, yeah, be aware that, yeah. And then, yeah, build versus course versus boss arena. Yeah, that should have not been in there to begin with. Aberrations Green Obelisk having 2 beams. A lot of cool stuff like that. All right, then we get into the official rates down here, and then they get into the community corner. But, so, yeah, that's a big, exhaustive list of, fixes. I mean, honestly, I think that's actually really cool. So, yeah, there's the news, there's the updates, that's the patch notes. I hope you guys have a good time. And, yeah, hey, if you guys want to see more of this stuff, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you let me know as well by hitting that thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. All right, so, hey, that's it for today on the patch notes and the news. And, yeah, make sure I will put a link down into the creature voting down below so where you guys know exactly where to get it. And this is going to be featured on the Valguero map, so it's still a ways out, but yeah, they're going to be taking votes because, yeah, I mean, developers need time to develop, so yeah. All right, so hey, that's going to do it, and yeah, until next time, this is Phlinger. Take it easy, everybody.
It's been a long road together, but we're finally here.